If you're a man over 60 and you're getting up 2, 3, or more times a night to use the bathroom, and on top of that, you have to stand there and wait before anything even starts, then today's video is for you. I'm going to show you 4 exercises that, in my experience, are the most effective for this problem. But I'm not going to stop at just exercises. I'll also give you a specific technique for how to use the bathroom properly, so you actually empty your bladder more fully. And as a bonus, I'll share the most researched supplements that may help support your prostate health. So, exercises, a bathroom technique, and supplements. Let's start. Before we go any further, I want you to take a quick test. 3 questions. Answer honestly. Question 1. When you stand at the toilet, does it take you longer than 10 seconds before the stream actually starts? Just standing there, waiting. Question 2. When it does start, is the stream weak? Does it stop and start? Does it feel like it's not coming out with any real force? Question 3. After you finish and walk away from the bathroom, do you still feel like your bladder isn't fully empty? Like there's still something left in there? Now, if you answered yes to 2 or all 3 of those questions, there's a very good chance your prostate is enlarged. And that enlarged prostate is the reason you're waking up at night. Not your bladder, not your water intake, your prostate. If that sounds like you, keep watching, because what I'm about to explain changes everything. Now, why is this happening? I think most of you already know this, but let me say it briefly. A healthy prostate is about the size of a walnut. But as men age, and this is completely natural, the prostate gradually gets bigger. This is called BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia. It's not a disease, it's simply what happens with age. About half of all men in their 60s have it. By the 70s, over 70%. So if this is you, you are not alone. This is more the rule than the exception. Now, the exercises I'm about to show you are specifically for this kind of enlarged prostate. But before we get to them, I want you to check 2 things. Because there are 2 situations where nighttime bathroom trips have a different cause, and they need a different approach. The first one is bacterial prostatitis. That's when the prostate is not just enlarged, but infected by bacteria, and it feels very different. Prostatitis usually comes with burning or pain when you urinate, sometimes a fever, sometimes pain in your lower back or between your legs. If that sounds like you need to see a doctor first and deal with the bacteria. That's the priority. Now, here's the thing. Even after a man gets treated for bacterial prostatitis and the infection is gone, very often the muscle tension stays. The pelvic floor muscles have been in spasm for so long that they don't just relax on their own. And that's exactly where these exercises become very useful. But the order matters. First, clear the infection with your doctor. Then, work on relaxing the muscles. With BPH, there's no burning, no sharp pain. The stream is just slow, the bladder doesn't fully empty, and you keep getting up at night. That's what we're addressing today. And one more thing, just keep this in mind. If your legs or ankles tend to swell during the day, that extra fluid can move back into your bloodstream at night when you lie down, and your kidneys turn it into urine. So some of those nighttime trips may not be about your prostate at all. It could be a fluid issue, just something to be aware of. But right now, let's focus on the prostate, because that's where the exercises come in. Exercise 1. Happy baby pose. Alright, let's get into the 4 stretches and exercises that can help. These all focus on one goal, releasing tension in your pelvic floor and opening up the muscles around your prostate and hips. Because when those muscles are tight, and for most men over 60 they add even more pressure to that already squeezed urethra. Lie on your back. Bring both knees up toward your chest. Now grab the outside edges of your feet, or your ankles if you can't reach your feet, and gently pull your knees down toward the floor, outside your rib cage. Your legs are apart, like a baby lying on its back. Hold this for 30 to 60 seconds. Breathe slowly. Deep, calm breaths. You should feel a gentle stretch in your inner thighs and your pelvic floor. This is one of the most effective positions for releasing the pelvic floor. And a relaxed pelvic floor means less pressure on your prostate and urethra. Exercise number 2. I call this the deep squat butterfly. Now, this one is only for you if your knees feel okay. If your knees are painful, skip ahead. I'll give you a knee-friendly alternative in a moment. Here's how you do it. Stand with your feet wide apart. Now lower yourself down into a deep squat. But here's the key. Stay up on your toes. You're not flat-footed. You're on the balls of your feet, knees bent deep, and your hips are sinking down so your glutes are almost touching your heels. Now, bring your elbows inside your knees. Tuck them right underneath. And then, gently, use your elbows to push your knees apart. Wider, like a butterfly opening its wings. Once you're there, relax. Don't strain, just breathe. Deep, slow, calm breaths. Let gravity help you open up. Hold this for 30 seconds. This stretch does something powerful. It opens the entire pelvic region, the hips, the inner thighs, the groin, and it allows the muscles around the prostate to fully release. 30 seconds is all you need. And by the way, if that stretch felt good and you can already feel some of that tension releasing, hit the like button. It really helps this video reach other men who need it. All right, let's keep going. Exercise number 3, the full squat stretch. Again, this one needs comfortable knees. This time, you're going down into a full, deep squat, but with your feet flat on the floor. Feet about shoulder width apart or a little wider. Sink your hips all the way down. Your heels stay on the ground. If you need to hold on to something for balance, a chair, a door frame, a counter, that's perfectly fine. Use whatever you need. Once you're down there, let your arms hang between your knees, or press your elbows gently against the inside of your knees to open up a little wider. And again, just breathe. 30 to 60 seconds. This is one of the most natural positions for the human body. It opens the hips, it lengthens the pelvic floor, and it takes pressure off the entire lower abdomen. In many parts of the world, people sit like this every single day. Our bodies were designed for this. We just stopped doing it. Now, if your knees said no to exercises 2 and 3, here is your alternative. Exercise number 4, the Reverse Kegel. This is your knee-friendly option, and honestly, even if your knees are fine, this one is worth adding to your routine. Lie on your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall open to the sides, like a butterfly. Now, place a pillow under each knee for support. You don't need to force anything. Just let your hips open naturally with the pillows holding you there. Now here's the important part. Place one hand on your lower belly, just below your navel. Place the other hand on your chest. And breathe. But breathe only into your belly. The hand on your belly should rise as you inhale. The hand on your chest should stay still, completely still. This is belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. And the reason the hand on your chest is there is so you can check. If your chest is expanding, you're not doing it right. You want all the air going down, expanding your belly, pressing gently into the pelvic floor. On the exhale, your belly falls. The pelvic floor softens. And that's the Reverse Kegel. You're not squeezing, you're releasing. You're training those muscles to let go. Do this for 2 to 3 minutes. Calm, slow breaths. This is one of the gentlest but most effective ways to release chronic pelvic floor tension, the kind that's been building up for years and making that prostate squeeze even tighter. Now, along with these stretches, there's one bathroom technique every man with an enlarged prostate should know. It's called the double void technique. Very simple. When you go to the bathroom, urinate as you normally would. When you feel like you're done, don't leave. Stay there. Wait about 20 to 30 seconds. Relax. Take a breath. Then try again. Most men with BPH will find that a second stream comes. Not a lot, but enough. That leftover urine that was sitting in your bladder, you just got more of it out. And that means less urine sitting there at 2 in the morning trying to wake you up. Do this every single time you use the bathroom, especially right before bed. It's free, it takes 30 extra seconds, and many men notice a real difference within the first few nights. Now, a few quick bonus tips, things that research suggests may support prostate health over time. First, lycopene. That's the compound that makes tomatoes red. And here's what's interesting. Several studies have found that men who eat more cooked tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste, even canned tomatoes, tend to have lower PSA levels. PSA is the marker doctors use to monitor prostate health. Cooking the tomatoes is important. It actually makes the lycopene easier for your body to absorb. Second, saw palmetto. This is a plant extract you'll find in almost every prostate supplement on the shelf. The science is mixed. Some studies show a modest improvement in urinary symptoms. Others show no significant difference from placebo. It's generally considered safe, but don't expect miracles. Talk to your doctor before adding it. Third, stinging nettle root. This one is less well known, but some European studies have shown it may help reduce nighttime urination frequency when combined with other approaches. Again, promising, not proven. Worth a conversation with your doctor. These are supplements, not replacements. The exercises and the double void technique are your foundation. One more thing, and this is important. Everything I just showed you is for general prostate and pelvic floor support. But if you notice any of these, see a urologist right away. Blood in your urine, sudden, sharp pain when urinating, or a complete inability to urinate, where you feel the urge but nothing comes out at all. These are red flags. They may mean something more serious is happening, and they need professional evaluation. Don't wait on those. Now, I'd love to hear from you. If you found something that helps your prostate, an exercise, a technique, a certain food, something you cut from your diet, leave it in the comments. Share your experience. Your tip might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. That's how we help each other. And if this video was useful, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. It makes a real difference. If you know a man over 60 who's dealing with this, send him this video. He probably won't search for it himself, but he needs it. I'll see you in the next one.